And we welcome you to the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins on MHS2. The 767th matchup between both of these historic teams tonight. Canadiens just short of 30 wins on the season. So are the Bruins with 29 at TD Garden. As that should be a great game tonight. There's multiple great games on. So are the Red Wings and Jets. Jets almost second to last in the NHL this season, having an off year to say the least. At 10 o'clock Eastern, Washington plays Edmonton in Edmonton, Alberta. As it should be a great game, counting down the weeks to the Olympic break. We'll take a break and we'll be back for Puck Drop coming up next. Hello, Max. In the past 2 years, past 2 games between these two teams, that there were fights right on the opening draw. Key players, Canadiens, Caulfield with what has been a magical season to say the least. Oh, and look at both sides of the matchup. Both teams fighting, of course, for that spot to stay in the playoffs. As we're already almost past to the Olympic break. It's just 2 weeks out. As it is a NHL Saturday full of NHL hockey. The Ottawa Senators playing the Carolina Hurricanes, of course. As we'll take a break and then be right back for Puck Drop. As we will be back, we'll get set from Boston. A cool, very chilly night. Snow on the horizon. First anthems.
Please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthems. Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster, please welcome Todd Angeli.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It is game number 767 between the two original six rivals. Sam Montembeault to start off for the Canadiens. Sub 900 save percentage in an off season, and the backup for the Canadiens. On the other side, Jeremy Swayman takes the helm, second season of that, with a 903 save percentage. As we'll get set for puck drop. As we are getting set to get underway, as it'll be Denault on the draw against Minton. And it is a Denault forehand win. And we are off and underway between the two big rivals. Down the ice, first icing of the game. A little bit of bumping already to start off. As of course, that Olympic break coming up soon. As with 9:53. They'll mark it at the far side to the right of Montembeault on the draw. Denault and Minton. Minton won it off the backhand. funneled around to the back wall, where it'll be held into. Getting driven into the boards was Dobson, and poking at the line. Kept in for the Bruins. Lorai's there, the right point. Geeky tried to zip it across, but back it goes. Back into Boston's own end. From the near circle, shoveled ahead, and now sent across on a 3-on-3. Plays that back up to Geeky with a drive, and out of play. As took that deflection right out of play. So the second whistle of the day coming. Of course, when you look at both sides of this matchup, two greatly historic teams facing off in really what'll be a primetime matchup. Both teams very good this year. But still, and of course, both in the playoff picture, but anything can still happen. And here's a draw. Tie-up, gets one, and back up to the line. McAvoy tees up a man and got stuck in traffic in front of the net. To the right point pass to Pasternak, who funnels it in deep. Getting harassed at the wall was number 21, Gooley, and they'll poke it up, and here comes Suzuki now, the first line on for the Canadiens. Try to funnel that one back on a back pass, Lindholm there, and he'll be sent back from Caulfield to his trailer. As it bounces in deep at the back wall, shoveled ahead as McAvoy in the cage. And this will be an icing. As Pasternak accidentally funneled that one down the ice. So if 8:47, the Bruins will set up on the near side. This will be to the right of Swayman with 18:47. The far side. And it's one to the right point, and a save by Swayman with the left pad. Now harassing each other at the wall. McAvoy there, Slavkovsky, and it goes to the back wall for Lindholm. McAvoy watching out, Demidov joining into the fray. From the far side, held on, flicked it up and out of play as it went off a Bruin stick with 18:28. Best road record since December 1st is the Montreal Canadiens' second. Lightning, of course, in that first, but Montreal 7-2-4, not bad. .692. Earned at least 1 point in the 11 of 13 road games since December 1st. Off the draw. Bounces to the back wall. And now going to be zipped ahead and out of the zone. And Boston able to get in their own end now, galloping through the neutral zone as that one was dumped in by Arvidsson and deep. Bruins tonight wearing their white jerseys at home, interestingly enough, as the Canadiens in their iconic red. And now here come the Bruins. It is Zucker. He'll lift that head in deep. As the far side, it'll be scooped ahead and back into the Bruins zone end. As that's Zadorov with the puck. He'll play that ahead before being stuck up in the neutral zone. On the near side of the blue line on the Canadiens' end, as Hudson led that one across. Trying to lead into a 2-on-2 as that one was scooped up and away by Lorai. He'll hook it ahead now, 3-on-3, sent in on net. Montembeault able to direct it wide, and another player came after it, but it's out of the zone. Down the ice it goes, and an icing once again. Not really many dangerous chances here in the first 2.5 minutes. Already some checking back and forth between these two sides. As right off the draw, it is won by the Canadiens, but the Bruins able to jump out on the neutral zone. Lindholm, he'll rip it in deep. Hudson with Gooley. Now he'll work it down deep in the Boston's end. It's Lorai. Getting harassed for it. Suzuki there. Still jousting for it. Lorai able to break free with it. And he'll zip it ahead off the bank of the far side. It's Kuznetsov. And jamming for it, Caulfield squeezed free, and now McAvoy just behind the stick. Now zipping it out in front, goes out to the corner, Pasternak's there. Try to zip one through the neutral zone and take it away. A 2-on-1 now, maybe setting up. He'll get the drop pass now, centers it out in front to the save. And another try, pinballs at net, and still jousting for it. And the Bruins come up with it. For a second, not able to clear it out. Now it squeezes out of the zone and bounces off the near wall. And Matheson on it. As both teams changing. Holding on as Matheson trying to slow the game down. Now in the neutral zone. Goes in deep into the Bruins zone end. As Zadorov funnels it ahead as it squipped through the neutral zone, but able to get on it and got it right back. Chaka was able to zip it, gets his own return, and in deep. Rounds it to the far corner. Zadorov there, hands it off to Geeky, and now will slide it to his left. Steen able to direct it up for Canadian Anderson, goes in deep to the corner boards. Casting forward at the near corner. And the Bruins end as it popped up there, and now here come the Bruins back the other way. Geeky ahead of the near wall. He'll play that in deep, off to the corner. As Minton tied up by Deneau, back of the corner, both centers. We're on that opening draw. Lori now from the line, try to direct it in, took a few bounces, and now it is played in deep. The corner board, Demidov guides it to the near side, trying to center one out in front, and the Bruins now come up with it. A odd man rush that got funneled into a 3-on-3 pretty quickly, got it in net, open net and a save! Montebeau is there, and into the neutral zone, the Bruins jump on it. It's Middlestat now, guides that one ahead in the neutral zone. In deep, a big punishing hit at the Canadiens bench. Anderson also took a shot at a player. As a whistle with 14:29. As a couple of quick scoring chances here. The Swayman there with a nice save. Coming back the other way was Deneau. And now fighting for it. 14:24 in the neutral zone. Backhanded in deep. Gooley's here. At the back wall. Hudson. He'll zip it ahead, cross ice. At the far side, jamming for it right near the Bruins bench. Gooley joining into the fray. And out of the zone, coming in. Evans was there. Oh, he's able to guide it right to a man, but just couldn't hold on to it. Out of the far side. And now back the other way on a 3-on-2. Throws it at the net. As a man was there. It's Evans. Back behind his own net. The handoff to Matheson. As Dobson's also on the ice, here's Matheson now. Galloping through the neutral zone. Funnels it ahead and scores! Cole Caulfield opens up the game! Just was able to funnel it right up the middle. And Cole Caulfield, an electric season, has the first goal of the game. As right up through the neutral zone, just a funnel ahead and able to beat Swayman. He flew in there right through the defense and lifting up over the left shoulder of Swayman. And with 13:24, it's a Montreal lead 1-0. At the far side, trying to shovel that ahead now. A 1-on-1, another try there. Guided wide. May have went off the side of the net now. McAvoy there. number 27 for Caulfield this season. Played ahead of the far side, Matheson. That one goes in deep to the near side. Carrier got there, some slamming at the boards. And now here come the Canadiens on a 2-on-2. As it's shoveled in deep. Guides to the stick of McAvoy. McAvoy galloping through the neutral zone, slides it ahead. Right there was picked off. Back the other way is Anderson, who zips it in deep. It rounds the boards. Gallagher able to meet up with a player. He was injured, if I believe, for a while in the past couple of years. And here come the Bruins now, trying to lead into the neutral zone, into the Canadian zone, rather. Jack Guy able to get it back to his own man. This is Hudson on the pair with Gooley. 12-10. Off with fresh legs. Demidov there, harassing a Bruin, and off the skate, and back the other way. A 2-on-2. Canadians fill in the caps now, a backhand to Lori. Help play that up the line and try to get that pass to Arvidsson, and now here come the Bruins. Arvidsson plays it to the left wing, and now a 2-on-5. Turning away now, trying to throw it at net, and taking away. It's Gooley now back the other way. Through the neutral zone for Hudson, in deep. Slavkovsky on the forecheck against Gooley. As that one's played ahead through the neutral zone. Nice pass through the legs. It's Kirby Doc. Galloping through the right wing and an outside shovel in deep. Swayman there, and he'll get it to his own man before zipping it around. Went to Evans, now a try, and net goes wide. Kirby Doc now, behind the near corner. Plays that up to Jack Guy. Wing quad pass to Carrier, who missed a mark. Gotta absorb the hit right there. Now the Bruins come up with it. Goes in deep. As that was able to be Peak, who lifted that one. Now it pinballs out of the zone. Evans gives that off to a man now galloping in. Is Bolduc. There is Zadorov able to say no. And getting tripped up. And we'll have our first penalty. It'll be a Montreal penalty for tripping. No whistle yet. Now they get it. It looks to be that will maybe take a break. It'll be a Bruins power play coming up. Opening up was Cooley. And it's 1-0. With 10:32, the Bruins now have a power play. As it was tripping, Dano on the draw against Lindholm, and it's going to switch. Geeky will go in. Both players on their backhand. It is won by Montreal. Dano. Down the ice it goes, and that's the first cleared. Swayman behind his own net. Hill got it to his own man, and they'll reset with 10-20. 25 knocked off the power play. Haven't even entered the zone net. They will. Lindholm puts on the brakes. Able to curl it to his own man. Pasternak tees it up and wide. And Lindholm on the near side. Pasternak jamming forward out in front again and couldn't hit the net. Geeky back up to the far side. Throws it down to the corner, and a nice diving play by Matheson, and it goes up the boards into the neutral zone. Third and deep. Canadiens ranked 25th on the road penalty kill. Here come the Bruins. It's Lindholm. Past the line, and it funnels right to a Boston player. It's rather Geeky. In deep, trying to play it out in front. McAvoy there, and he'll swift it out into the corner and trying to clear it. Could not. Kept it at the line. It's Pasternak now on the near side. He'll settle it. Nobody home out of the zone. So 35 to go on the Boston power plays. It's winding down. Only one shot on goal. Lorai galloping through the neutral zone. Got harassed by Evan. And now at the line. Kept in. Lorai having a reset for the Bruins. 20 ticks on the power play. Canadiens doing a nice job of killing it so far. Arvidsson funnels it to the left wing. Middlestats there. Slides that and taken away by the Canadiens as that one goes in deep. At the back wall, it's Swayman. It's Lorai now through the neutral zone. Gave it off and now trying to send that one rink wide into the corner. Bolduc plays it ahead. A 3-on-3 now. Across the line. Tries the third and net. He does. And it's covered up by Swayman with a 15. And we have some extras after. Lindholm there. With some pushing and shoving. Cole Caulfield was the one who opened the scoring in this rivalry game. A 15. 8:15. Tomorrow we'll have coverage of the NFL NFC Championship game. Here's Jack Guy in the corner. Tried to play it across. Pass off the far wall. Suzuki was there. It was whipped around to Jack Guy. Funnels it out of the back wall, and now trying to get for it. Deflected and pinballed onto his stick. Having trouble controlling it is Caulfield. Getting harassed into the boards. Now got it off a skate. Slid right to Jack Guy's stick. And through the background, trying to funnel it out in front. And here come the Bruins. A 3-on-2, an odd man rush. Went off the Boston skate, and now here come the Canadiens. Now back in their own end. Hudson ahead on a 2-on-4. In his tuck, or rather Textier. Throwing at net again off the blocker. Bounce pass ahead. Kastelik now on a 1-on-2. In deep to the back wall, and now they'll fight for it. Coming up 3, Matheson plays head ahead through the right wing. Into the zone of the corner boards now, the back wall. Oh, right, got it into the boards as now. Jam for to the back wall. Low rise there. Lefkowski able to got it off through the far side. Tees one up and a save with a right pad from Swayman. Slavkovsky's here and out of the zone. A 1-on-1 down the ice in a foot race, and an icing called with 6:48. Off the draw. Now the corner boards, Lindholm. In a fray of the far board, still fighting for it. Gallagher zips it through to Matheson. And that was taken away off the stick of Kastelik, moving in and was harassed away from the puck. It's Matheson. 6:27. Through the neutral zone, got it to the right wing. Now galloping inside the zone as the puck sliding to the back wall, and Zadorov there. Forwards it ahead off the backhand. In the neutral zone, Anderson strips it away, looking for Kuznetsov. Fighting for it from the line, and here come the Canadiens back the other way. Oh, that was a nice bat in by Gallagher, in deep to the corner, and Peak. And now in the neutral zone. It's in deep. Icing called on Montreal with 5:49. Five to 1 of the shots has been really mainly Montreal in the offensive zone. Well, there were a couple of opportunities on that power play. The only shot came on the power play for the Bruins. A hook around shot gloved up by Montembeault with 5:39. We'll take a break. 1-0 Montreal. 5:39 to go as here comes the Bruins back to the left of Montembeault, the face-off. Lindholm on the draw. I believe it's Deneau also in there. Rather, it's Evans. And now Matheson's there. He'll play that through the neutral zone, and the Bruins are on it. McAvoy backpedaling, hands it off cross ice. Played through the neutral zone before got it to Lindholm, who throws it inside the zone at the back wall. They're at the right wing boards, and trying to zip it around, took a quick stop, and it shrubbed ahead before being stolen. Squibbed in deep. It's Geeky off the ring around. Tries to throw that out. It was slashed out at the near circle, and here comes Texier to the right wing. He'll play that ahead with Suzuki to Caulfield, but just missed a pass right there out of the reach of him. Down the ice it goes, and an icing on Boston. .452 here in the first period. Montreal leading 1-0. Ball start on the first draw, so second one. It is won by Montreal. Hudson with a nice spin around. Able to break his ankles, moving in and missed a net. Now thought about tugging around, throws it out in front, and gets right back into Hudson with some speed on himself. Back of the near side. Plays that point pass. Throws it in deep off the ice slide. And now at the near corner. And we're going to have a fight here. Kirby duck into it with. And the first tilt in the night is coming in there was Doc against Asperot. Not really many punches thrown in that. Duck's finger bleeding. I believe his finger got caught up on the visor. And then they just got into a little bit after. That was Aspero and Doc. Really not many punches there. In fact, was there even one? There wasn't even a punch. As here's the draw. Zaka on the draw, and now you have the Bruins over at Lindholm. Plays ahead of the point, Hudson. At the near side. Montreal trying to use that momentum. Maybe to go up by 2. Bruins so far came out flat here in the first. Hudson with speed. Has the most energy definitely on this line. And now in trying to get stripped away was Middlestat, and now it's sent in deep. It's Swayman. Plays it up ahead was Lindholm and goes in a full race trying to get towards a puck cannot as spinning 3. And at the near side, moving in is Lorai, waiting, shooting down low for what'll been Zaka. Back the other way. A 3-on-2. Slavkovsky there. Demidov. And out of the zone. Matheson slams it in deep. Rounds the boards to the right wing. Got checked. Deneau, and at the point. Knocked down. Now here comes a 2-on-1 for a second. If he got that away, maybe in a breakaway. Played ahead from Dobson, and in the neutral zone, here come the Bruins back the other way. Anderson plays that one in deep. And getting into a little bit of a mix at the far corner, and we'll have some extras. 2:56 to go. As Hudson there, able to catch up to Middlestat. And then another try, Matheson. It was a 2-on-1. Janot was there. .256 to go, and face off in the Boston zone. Suzuki on the draw, and Lindholm able to get it. Thrown in deep to the near side. It's McAvoy now. He'll spin back, getting pressured, and now the corner. Still jousting for it. Frees up to the far side. And at the corner, Lindholm gives it off. Near side, McAvoy. 2:26. McAvoy plays that one ahead. And after the neutral zone, who's Nadinov? At that back wall. Played it to the point, and now right point peak. Throws it at net, and it was gobbled up. As Montembeault able to squeeze on it. A little bit of extras after between Texier and a player. 2:10 to go here in the first. .210 to go here in the first, as it's 1-0. Off the draw. Back up to the right point. Try to throw that one at net. And now trying to seep it ahead and cannot get to it. And down the ice at the corner. Flips it at net and a save. And out of the zone it goes. And now galloping ahead of the left wing. Bolduc zips it in deep to the corner. Bounces off the wall. It's Lohrei at the line and getting harassed. And it is for the Bruins, Zadorov. Put on the brakes. Middlestat there at the near circle. And it's taken away. Here come the Canadiens. Just past the line. Hudson able to give it off now. Moving in. Trying to throw it at the net. Still free. And it goes wide. Had a great chance with Bolduc, but just couldn't put it in as Swayman was sprawled out. .109 through the neutral zone and down the ice, and icing called with 1:05. So far, a great start for the Canadiens. Been all over the place. Been a slow, to say the least, for the Bruins. 1:05. Off the draw. Tied up to the corner. As that one was played ahead from Minton. Here's Geeky now galloping through center. As that one goes to left wing, Stevies was there. Slavkovsky turned it over, but it spreads through into the far side. Hudson rings it around. Gooley down the ice and in the neutral zone. Geeky's there. And it'll be a hand pass. 37.8. 37.8 as they'll reset the draw with 37.8. Now we'll get the draw. As in deep at the far side. Here come the Bruins now. Maybe a chance here on a 2-on-3. Flipped out to the far side. 22 seconds at the corner. Jousting forward. Who is Nadinov in the fray? So is Lindholm. And taken away. Here come the Bruins now. Throwing it. And it rigged off the post. No. Let's see. As the horn went off, it did not go in. And now here come the Bruins, still with it at the line. To the left wing, throws it, net and missed. Right as time expires, and I wonder if we'll take a second look at it. It looked like it went in. Booing from the crowd. Oh, it went off the side of the post. As we'll take a break and come back for the second period up next. And we'll welcome you back for the second period. As right now, it is 1-0. So far, it's been a great game. Been definitely on the lower end when it came to fights this game, to say the least. As we're about to get set to get underway. Off the draw, and the Canadiens win. It's Matheson, as he gave it off to a man, and inside the Bruins injury zone. Tees one up, it goes wide, out of the far side, and here come the Bruins back the other way. On a 3-on-3, throws it in deep. Out of the back wall, it's Matheson who plays out of the near side. Jamming for it, Lindholm there, Zaka. Into the back wall, Matheson. And a penalty coming up here. It's Noah Dobson for interference, former New York Islander, and then went to the Colorado Avalanche before landing here in Quebec. So, Boston 0 for 1 on the power play so far. It'll be interesting to see how they're tested here. Off the draw, the Bruins win this draw this time. And deflected off on the near side, Pasternak hooks it back in deep, Lindholm zips it across, saved by Montreal with the left pad. Kept in the zone by Pasternak. A beautiful feed from McAvoy in deep, Lindholm. Not able to really hold on to it. At the near corner. Puck came free, but able to get to it. Finds an open man. Couldn't hold on to it as Geeky. Tees it up. Pasternak missed wide. And now it's McAvoy. Plays it up to the line. Pasternak to the right wing. Held on to. Gives it off to Pasternak. Trying to put on the toe drag. Gets it back and missed wide. Out of the corner. Fighting for it now as it squeezed out in front. Saved by Montreal. Still is out in front and out of the zone with 1:07 on the Bruins power play. McAvoy now plays out one up ahead. A 4-on-3 across the line to Geeky. Holds on to it. Plays that back of the line. McAvoy zips it in front and a save by Montembeault. A beautiful save right there as he will just squeeze on the post with 8:23, a tick under 50. 49 to go on the power play as stumbling through there was Pasternak. He may just hit that right off the right post. As that just skidded through the crease, it did hit the post. That's the second post for the Bruins today. First one was at the end of the first period, and Montembeault doing a nice job there, the Canadiens netminder. Able to keep that goal away. 8:23, but Bruins starting to get momentum here, even though they're being outshot 7-3. 2 shots, 2-0 on the shot count so far as Middlestat plays that in deep, throws it out in front, and he scores! Off the rebound to Darvinson, and a power play goal for the Bruins, and it's 1-1. A weird pinball shot at net, right off the face-off, and that was the goal they needed. That was Captain at the line, threw it to the point, then down low. Able to feed that one across. Couldn't get the first one with a rebound for Arvidsson. As that was Minton with the nice pass. So just under 8:20. We finally get that goal the Bruins needed. So in deep in the corner. Tied up with Demidov. And there's number 71 Evans, and out of the zone is Hudson. Happening on the ice for the Canadiens, the second line on for them. Hudson now galloping through the back wall. Second D-line also on. Demidov up to the line. Slavkovsky from the top of the circle. Save. And on the near side, the Canadiens keep it on. Slavkovsky through the line. Held back past it is Jack Guy. Demidov, young guns for this Canadiens team, goes in deep to the back wall. As it skids around to the left point. Plays that back and deep at the corner boards. Able to reverse now, trying to throw it at net, but inside to take it around. Hudson a drive and goes wide. Cleared out of the zone by Kastelik down the ice, and an icing called on the Bruins with a 5 ticks over the 17-minute mark. Off the draw. Matheson holds on, throws it, that net goes wide. And able to keep it in. Some nice move by Matheson. Tries to throw that one across off the skate and goes up to the point. At the back wall, Texier having trouble, gives it off, and back up to the line from that's Dobson. Matheson there. Cross ice to the near corner. Texier. Back up to the line, Dobson, a drive, and net goes wide to the left of Swayman. And down the ice it goes. And it'll go just to the right of Montembeau, almost hitting the net, and we'll have an icing. Just flung that puck right down the ice. Shots 8-4. Off the draw. Through the right wing. Throws that net save. Rebound there to save by Swayman. Able to hold on to it. That's some extra talking from Swayman against Bolduc. As it's 1-1. Been a low scoring so far, but still very early into the game. Off the draw. Out of the zone. Through center. Here's Dobson. Through the neutral zone. Evans in deep. Cross corner. At the back wall, Gallagher trying to whip that one out in front. Could not. And now putting pressure on was Evans, number 71, the fourth line center. And Gallagher now. Got taken away. Plays that through. Pasternak bats it to his own stick. Throws it at net. Tried to hook a shot. Didn't get there. Still in the Canadiens' end. Joining into the fray was Middlestop, or rather, Kuznetsov for a second. But down the ice it goes. Aspero. Plays it across. McAvoy. And that one may have been skipped away. Trying to catch them off, and a whistle there. It'll be offsides as the Canadiens were caught with a change. Well, that could have been a score right there. That would have been a breakaway. And who knows what would have happened after that as... Oh, it was just barely off. Oh. Suzuki there. Skims off to the left wing. Hudson flips it ahead. At the right wing, Caden Gooley moving in, whips it at net, and it's pinballed through the crease. Plays it around to the back wall. And a nice little check there, Gooley, as Anderson turned it over, and now in the neutral zone looking for Geeky. It was just too far for him. Gooley has dumped it ahead, and now it squeezes free. Suzuki across, and the stick broke on Arvidsson. Anderson. From the point. It looks like it broke. I guess it did not, just fanned on it completely as throwing it at net and goes wide. Down the ice it goes now. A one-on-one. Hudson able to drive a player down at the corner. Goalie ahead. Webs it in deep to the far corner. Plays that back up to the left point. Slavkovsky stops on a dime. Looking to get it across, cannot. Here come the Bruins. Arvidsson plays it ahead on a 2-on-2. Now running in is Zaka, trying to slide that one across, and it missed wide off the left of the net. Another try right there from the circle. And now here come the Canadiens on a 3-on-3. Tried to play that ahead, but it's taken away. Arvidsson. It is Middlestad who tries to zip that one through. Nobody home, and it's a one complete through the 2D man at the top of the zone. And now back of the corner, Kapanen puts a man on the board. Steve there was the one who was the victim, and here it was just they all can't get the puck with a few miscues, and now it's a 3-on-3. Able to find an open man, moving in with the puck, another try to save. A great chance right there, but coming up big, it might be a tripping, and it is. And now the Canadiens will go to the power play. Their first one of the day. Boston 1 for 2. This will be their first one. So Geeky was able to get in. Got harassed in the boards. A nice play by Hudson right there. And then on that second chance, play that across. And coming up big was Montembeault. And oh, it went through the crease. And then Slavkovsky there got tripped up. And losing his stick, Zaka to the box for tripping with 13:30. Pavel Zaka, a 28-year-old, played for the Devils for a little bit. He'll go in for tripping with 6:30. So now, the Canadiens on a power play. Suzuki will be on the draw. It'll be to the left of Swayman. Now switching up. Now going into Slavkovsky. Was a first overall pick, and I believe it was the 2023 draft. Down the ice it goes. At the back wall, and now here comes Hudson. Plays that back. And this now is Demidov. With speed of the Canadiens going in. Back up to the point at the line. Hudson. And the mid wall, it's Suzuki. Back up to Hudson. The one defenseman on this power play, number 1. Behind the net, Demidov. Plays that around the boards, and no one was home, and down the ice it goes. 12:46. 1:15 to go on the Canadiens' power plays in the neutral zone. Played that through the near side. Now Suzuki galloping in, able to put a stop onto it to Caulfield. Up the line, Hudson to the left wing. Slavkovsky. It's Suzuki now to the corner. Back to Suzuki. To Caulfield. Suzuki now slides it to Caulfield. He scores! Cole Caulfield, his second one of the day, and it is 2-1 on the power play. So Cole Caulfield right there, that's his second goal of the day. There's just a lot of back and forth right there, and then Caulfield able to smash that one right home on the one-timer. So now 2 goals here in the second. Game starting to open up here. And out to around the boards to the left corner. Plays it around to the near side. Adjusting for it here. Galloping through. He's going to whip it back. And it'll be played ahead through the neutral zone. Still fighting for it. Comes free. Lindholm. Plays that ahead, down the ice. I don't know what I think about this icing. I thought it went off a Bruins player poster headline, but they're going to call it an icing with a tick over 11:50. Off the draw. From the line at net and a save. Goes right to Swayman. $11:48 to go. Kastelik with Dano. Dano tossed. So Anderson to come in. Third line on for the Canadiens. Against Kastelik. Won by Anderson. At the line. At net. And blocked. Trying to force it out of the zone. Getting harassed. And now gets the puck on a 2-on-2. And a whistle. Offside. Some extras after. Kastelik and Gallagher were going after it. There's some extras after between Kastelik and Gallagher. Lindholm lays that one in deep. At the corner boards. Oh, smashed into the back wall. And a stick came up there. And a penalty on the Canadiens. Laura with a nice move. Moving in. Another silky move back up to the line. Throws it across to Kastelik. Zips one to the right circle, tees one up, and keeps it in. Pasternak to the near side for Kastelik. Up to the line, Lohrei. All momentum for the Bruins. 2 men out in front, holding onto it is Pasternak. Waiting, looking for somebody on the 6-on-5, and the whistle goes with 10:58 as the Bruins will get a power play looking at tie. It'll be 2-minute high sticking as that's Caden Gooley. Got on Corrali a bit with the stick. Off the draw. Down the ice it goes. Here's McAvoy. Dumps it back. Lindholm. Zaka across the line. At the far side. Back up to the point. McAvoy pressure, trying to get forced out of the zone, and he does, and it's taken away. A 2-on-2 now. Matheson with speed, curling in, and did not get a shot off. Long pass ahead for Pasternak, moving in, flips it to his own stick, across and scores! Oh my goodness, what a play! Popping it up back to his own stick was Pasternak, setting up Geeky, and on the power play, it is 2-all. Just a beautiful play by Pasternak, teeing up Geeky, and it is 2-all. He cut across with the forehand, popped it up. And with 10-14, it is 2-all. Offense has been optional. Rather, defense has been optional so far this game. 10-11. That's number 99 for Geeky. At the corner. Fighting for it. As they're fighting for it, offsides. We'll take a break. $9:54 to go. Been a great game so far, as it's 2-all. Kirby Dach now just returned to the bench for Montreal. Post that goal, and now the far side, jamming for it. At the back wall. Put it to the boards A nice play right there. Now here comes the Bruins with speed. Steves at the corner boards. Whips out through the ring around. Usnadinov was there. Minton. And taken away. As that was Kapanen who put that one in deep. Demidov on a Bruin. Sidorov. Galloping through neutral. Whips that one in deep off the Bruin stick. At the corner boards, Hudson tried to get the hit was Minton, but able to dodge it was Hudson and out of the zone. McAvoy in his own end from the far side. From his own corner, lips it ahead, and now it's a 3-on-3 across the line. Saka plays that back, and looking for... And Dobson with a nice defensive play, a 3-on-2 back the other way. Caulfield at the line, able to get through, and got the skate with the puck, and now it's a 2-on-2. Trying to get odd man rush, played out, crossed out, quick 2-on-1! A save by Montembeault, right with the right pad. 8:29 to go, as that one goes in deep. Middlestat is there. Lost it now out in front. Jackeye set that one towards the net, and it goes out. That's a crazy right there, to say the least, as he able to come in. And that was just a nice save by Montembeault. .8:17 as it's 2-2. The Bruins with it, back on their own end of the near side. Zips that one across, almost taking away. It's Lurai. Plays that one ahead off the spin. Whips it in deep. Sprung around to the near corner. Carrier was there. Lindholm in the fray, trying to force it free. And on the far side in the neutral zone goes into the Bruins' end. And a penalty here for Pasternak. With 7:51, as he really just got into the way of Evans, and with 7:51, it'll be a power play. Caulfield already has 2 goals. Looking on Hattie watch. So the Canadiens will go to the power play. Off the draw. Goes back up to the line. Hudson. Gives out Suzuki to the left wing. Back up to Hudson. Goes around to the near corner. At the back wall. Jousting for it. Down the ice it goes. Hudson. Galloping through the left wing. He'll whip it back. Now a 3-on-4 in the neutral zone. Able to get through Suzuki now to his left. Now throwing it at net, and it went off the post, I believe. Through the crease, and now Hudson at the left circle, holding on to it. Suzuki down low to the corner. Now looking to get it out in front of Slavkovsky. And Hudson able to get to it. Plays that across. Demidov, Slavkovsky now. Back up to the line for Hudson. Holding on to it to the circle. And now the Canadiens get back on it, setting it up out in front through the crease. Couldn't get it on net. Demidov now. Down low to the corner. Forces it across, and it tripped away. And up to the point. Held on to by Hudson. Slubs it to the left wing and down to the corner now. Has real estate and throws it at net and a save. Back up to the line again. It's all Canadiens on this power play with 45. Suzuki down low, throws it, he scores! A natural hat trick for Cole Caulfield! And it's 3-2 Canadiens. 3 straight from Cole Caulfield. on the power play. It was 6:31 at 3-0. And right off the draw, the Canadiens with it. That one goes around to the far corner. Lori there. Now 2-on-2. Across the line. Middlestat. The far side. And now the back wall through the corner. Middlestat. Holding on to it. Some nice moves. Circling around. Throws it at net and goes wide. At the near side. Icing called. It's been all Cole Caulfield for the Canadiens, but really it's been all over the place also. .551. Right off the draw from the right wing. Looking to lip it across. At the near corner. Lenholm to Geeky. Getting forced into the corner. Gallagher now on a 2-on-2. Throws it ahead. And losing his skates was Anderson. Here come the Bruins now through the neutral zone to the right wing. Getting harassed and knocked down. No call. Boos coming from the crowd looking for a penalty. It's Geeky. Whips it in deep. That was close to an offsides, but they won't call it. Evans now galloping through the left wing. Got into the bench as it ricocheted, so it'll be considered out of play with 5:08. 5:08 to go as off the draw. Montreal wins it. Out of the near side and thrown ahead through neutral and in deep. Out to the far side and zipped along back into the corner. Kirby Doc back for his first shift after the fight. Fedorov. Oh, got a back shot right there. Multiple hits now. Moving in and decides to go back to the corner. Boston player down on the ice, injured. It's Doc now. From the fight, throws it at net. Went off a Bruin. Now with a whistle, Zadorov down and hurt. There were quite a few collisions, to say the least. There were 2 hits. His right knee kind of went back, maybe hyperextended it. Accidental collision. As we're 4:24. Cole Caulfield had a natural hat trick. Has had to get set for the draw. 4:24. Right off the draw. Bruins won it at the near corner, and that tipped right back in to the far corner. And here come the Canadiens. Dobson in and to the corner. 4:04 to go. Still jousting for to the near corner. Aspero in there with Dobson, the former Islander, and was a Colorado Avalanche for a bit. As Arvidsson harassed him, throws it in deep. Montembeault out of the net. To the corner. Matheson now has it. Shovels it back. Dobson. Matheson now. Plays it ahead. It's Suzuki now with speed as he forks it inside the zone with 3:33. Lindholm now. For the Bruins, he'll throw it in, went off a stick, and into the near side. Slavkovsky there fighting for it. Lindholm. As Kapanen was the one who was knocked down, and Hudson plays it ahead. Demidov with a reverse. Gives it off to Slavkovsky. He'll wait for it. 3:08, still trying to stick handle it. It's a nice hit by Kastelik. Gets the crowd going and throws that one in deep. Whips it around the corner to the far side. And out the back wall, Hudson. Taken away. It's Corrali to Aspero. That one stumbles towards the net and in front from the near circle. Back up to the point. Aspero off a big hit. Whips that one in deep. Taken away by a Montreal Canadien. Demidov to Kapanen now. He'll look to play it across. Slavkovsky now throws it at net and a save. Back at the far side. From the far point, Slavkovsky. Pasternak is there now to take it. And now with room is Pasternak, a 3-on-3. Runs into the zone and flips out to the corner. 2:13. About to get to the 2-minute mark. At the near side was Hampus Lindholm, and Lindholm plays that one ahead. Through the rink, wide pass, and at the corner, Plays that for Pasternak. Had to stretch towards it, and a save by Montembeault. Off the draw. Follows it out in front. And a big chance there. Just couldn't capitalize. Gets it up to the line. Pasternak sends it in deep to the corner. Back up. Lindholm with a drive and a save by Montembeault. Lindholm back up to the line of the right point. Throws it at net and a save by Montembeault once again with the left pad. Oh, it funneled out in front and it went wide over the net. Lindholm to the right wing. Getting harassed by Caulfield is McAvoy with the size advantage, but stripped away. Texier getting through the near side. Texier at the corner. Now the back wall to Lindholm. Able to get towards the pass. Shovels it ahead and down the ice for a second now back in the neutral zone. Off the change. Have to make sure you don't get that too many men. Under a minute to go. To Montembeault, who backhands it to Dobson. Geeky finishes check right there. Dobson with a long stretch pass. Gives it off to Deneau now. Out of his reach for a second, but able to get to it now the corner. Deneau throws it at net and goes up to the left point. Hudson. Deneau. Cooley. Down low. To the back wall. Gallagher. Holds on. Throws it back up to the point. Throws it at net and doesn't get there. The rebound still is pinballing out in front and Swayman coming up big. And so far for the Bruins, they've slowed down a bit as 27.3. They'll find themselves down by one most likely by the end of the second period. Deneau on the draw against Kastelik. At the back wall. Now the near side is that one. It will be offsides. Just barely came outside the line. So 20.2. (22-20) on the faceoffs one. Make that 22-21. 16 seconds to go in the second. Goes in deep to the back wall. The Bruins have it. 11 seconds. 7 seconds to go now as here's Hudson in the Bruins zone. 2 to go, and he'll just hold on to it. And the end of the second. We'll head to the third period next after 18. And we'll be back for the third. As now we'll get set underway for the third, 9:54 in deep Montembeault there, and the Canadiens will reset. Galloping through the far side and trying to give that off. At the back wall, Canadiens still with it. Zaka there. Able to get towards the puck at the far side now. Going to start galloping ahead to the near side on the long stretch for Arvidsson. Able to stay on one knee and try to direct the puck. Middlestat now the puck. Getting harassed by Dobson, former Colorado Avalanche and was a New York Islander. Suzuki now through the neutral zone. Throws that one in deep as it whips around the boards. It's Middlestat now. Getting fresh legs on both sides. So McAvoy to stall the puck to give his teammates some time to change. As both teams with fresh legs coming down through and went between the skates, throws it out in front and to the back walls. As falling down was Pasternak at the corner. Plays it up to the line, throws it at net, deflected up and over. And now another try for Pasternak, went through his stick and back the other way. Slavkovsky now with speed to Demidov. Back to Hudson and did not get much wood on it. Back the other way. Here's Pasternak now, trying to get some wizardry there. At the far side. Back up to the point. Tried to zip that one across ice and out of the zone, taking a ricochet. Peak throws that one in deep as it whips around the boards to the corner. Lori there. Hudson harassed into the boards from the back wall. Dooley's there. From the line, trying to keep it in, did not. 17:57. Two hours and 15 minutes of this game has elapsed on this stream. As three ticks under the 18-minute mark. Worked in to the mid wall. Carrier, we reversed it up to the point. Boston wearing their white jerseys, no specific reason, but the Canadiens we know are wearing red. Boston wearing white. In this original 6 matchup, maybe trying to turn back the time to when the white unis were the home uniforms. $17:43. Off the draw, and the Bruins win it. Whips that one in deep, out to the near corner. Arver Jackeye. No, he leads that one ahead now, gets in a one-on-one. Anderson a drive and goes wide. At the near point. Getting onto it is Lori, connecting knee to knee, and now trying to stretch it ahead, cannot for Kastelik, and at the corner. At the near wall, Corrali. From the corner. Deneau getting harassed by Jackeye. Deneau gets free. Shuffles it ahead and into the neutral zone. McAvoy for the Bruins. Plays it across the line. Deneau a drive. And here comes the Canadiens as it was just stripped away right off the way. Pasternak in. Saved by Montembeault right with the pads. Aspero harassing a Canadian, pops up in the air, trying to get down with it. That may have been a hand pass, but Canadians touch up. Matheson. Oh, Bruins player just got knocked down at the back of the play. Now here's Bolduc now with speed from the circle. Throws it wide at the corner boards. Taken away by McAvoy. McAvoy leads that one ahead. It's Lindholm now galloping on a 3-on-2, trying to get the odd man rush. And it's swatted out into the neutral zone. Barduke got it to Suzuki, who goes in. As Lindholm now at the back wall. He gets it right back after the deflection. Pasternak now through the neutral zone. Not much space, forced to throw it in deep. Lindholm meets up with a Canadian with a light glove tap. Pasternak is there and up to the point. Peak. Taken away by Suzuki now. Trying to get some room as Texier with him. And Dobson to the back. Tried to play to Dobson and take it away. A one-on-one now with Geeky. He'll reverse back. Putting on the brakes. Trying to hook that one across. Cannot. Suzuki to the far corner. Play that ahead now as it goes back into the corner across ice. Down the ice it goes. To the circle and onto the net. Paddled by Swayman to Lohrei. Lohrei throws it ahead deep. Was Arvidsson and Montembeault at the far corner. It is Zacha. Zacha getting harassed, trying to lead him in out in front, cannot. And now here come the Canadiens back the other way. It's Slavkovsky now through the right side. Gets it in, throws it at net and a save. Back the other way, here are the Bruins now. Arvidsson on the far side. Slides it ahead into the middle, and now moving it was Middlestat before getting picked away. Minton in deep and off the back wall. Right to the deflection, do a Canadian. It is Hudson who plays that ahead. Demidov now with it to Kapanen, and Slavkovsky now the point. In deep, Demidov in a foot race with McAvoy. Here's Lohrei now on the reset. McAvoy galloping ahead through the neutral zone. He whips it in deep, right to left, off the ring around. Got somebody at the point. Backhands it off to McAvoy, moving in. And Minton was there. At the point, oh, he just couldn't keep it in. Popped up, stays in, and now gives it to a Bruin. It's Minton through the right corner. Reverses, back up to Aspero, throws it at net, and I don't know if Montembeault knew where that one was. Took a weird, funky bounce now. As Bruin lost his stick, rather glove. He got it back, but now Minton plays that ahead now. Peak throws that one at net, glove down by Montembeault with 13:37. The Bruins trying to get back in the game. They've been all over the place here. Strong start to the third period. Milwaukee back with 13:37. 3-2. Bruins find themselves down. At their home wearing their whites. Absolutely beauties of jerseys, to say the least. There's a guy named Caulfield, been the nightmare for the Bruins. Off the draw. Balduke whips it back. Here is Anderson. Long down the ice, rather. That was Matheson, and an icing called. So we'll go right back to the Canadiens' end. Shots 18-14. Not really that much of a shot-heavy game, to say the least, but there's been a decent amount of offense, to say the least. Next goal, oh so important. At the near side will be the face-off draw. Off the draw. Goes back to the corner. And that's where Matheson will bank it off the wall. At the point, a hit after by McAvoy. And offsides called. And, he almost lost the puck right there. That could have been dangerous, as here's Pasternak for McAvoy with speed. Through the Canadian zone, he laid a big hit. It was on Texier. Here is Espero. From his own end, plays that up ahead. Here's Lindholm. He zips it across. It's Pasternak now, moving in and taken away by Matheson. Has Texier with him as he was pressured with Geeky. Texier through the far side. He'll dump it in deep. Caulfield on McAvoy. McAvoy, feeling the pressure from Caulfield, will play to head into the neutral zone, and it goes to Texier and to Dobson. Was traded around a couple of times in the past 3 seasons after being with the Isles for a good amount of time. 12:30 to go. Out of bounds. Puck just lifted over through the bench. $12:28. Off the draw, Hudson. He plays that head into the back wall. 12:17. And Kastelik now with speed. Maybe trying to forward it out in front, and just went through the crease. Could not get a stick on it to centering man. Evans leads that one ahead. Might be a beautiful pass, and it is to a man, and is shot at net. And a save with 11:59 rather. Able to tee that one up perfectly, too. To Bolduc from Evans. Fourteen of the 19 points scored on the road for Bolduc. Off the draw. Comes up to the line. Hudson a drive and a deflected wide. Pasternak now trying to grab some speed. Back into the back wall. Gallagher throws it out in net. Still there. And they're still jousting for it. And a penalty. Hello, Max. Hello. Okay. You want me to screen share? Talk real quick. All right, you're good.
Okay.
You have it? Is it all good?
Yeah, it's good.
It's been a great game, though, so far, hasn't it? 3-2, natural hat trick from Caulfield.
It has been, and I mean, Cole Caulfield's a natural hat trick. You got to be thinking Neil
Yeah.
Guerin is making a big mistake and not getting them for Team USA for the Olympics coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I
That was
think.
his statement, you think? As the Canadiens now on the power play after Gallagher did a nice job selling a penalty, as we are having some lag issues on our stream. Aren't we? Let's see something real quick. That seemed to be everything just crashed. As soon as I started the screen share, weirdly enough.
You don't have the screen share. It's fine.
You have the game?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, because nothing's loading right now. I think my internet crashed. You know why I say that? There's storms around. That could be it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting nothing.
Yeah, I have the game.
See if you can screen share it to me.
Oh, you can't see it.
No, I can't.
Okay, let me just try to commentate this real quick. Hudson to
Oh, wait.
Suzuki into the middle, bounced on goal.
Oh, I just got it
Stopped.
with 10:25. As down the ice it goes. So, no harm, no foul, right?
No harm.
I'm at 10:19. It could have been worse, couldn't it?
It could have been.
As
You got to think
10:10,
here for the.
marching into the zone and at the back wall. Battling for it, and it breaks free. Canadiens with it from the line. Dobson moving in, throws it to the right circle. Shot and end the save. And Gallagher up to the far side. Plays it across. Kapanen to the line. Dobson plays that to the right circle and fanned on the 1T. Gallagher getting harassed and taken away. That one will be shuffled past down the ice. Almost connected it with a Bruin. As Matheson back behind his own net. Power play expires. A huge kill for Boston, isn't it?
It is a big kill for Boston, obviously. And right now, they got to just focus on not being in the penalty box and just try to generate some offense going towards the Canadiens' net. Because right now, they only have around 15 shots on goal.
Yeah. Weird things and a strong start to this period. Trying to hook that was Kirby Duck. And in the neutral zone. McAvoy to the left wing. A 3-on-3 across the line. Oh, Montembeau lost his footing there. 8:58.
Wow.
Pasternak. Did he just take out the skates of a player? No call?
Maybe.
I'm guessing you're
I think he
behind.
did. Yeah, I am a little behind, but just watching these plays as they come in.
He may have gotten away with that one right there. As that was Asper who plays that one ahead. In
Ooh.
deep. At the corner boards. Getting harassed was Gooley. Playing that one ahead to Suzuki. Down the ice, Caulfield in a foot race. Peak is there. From the far side. It's Peak to the near... Rather, tried to get to Peak. Cannot. Suzuki getting harassed. Offsides called with 8:15. We'll head to a
I think you
commercial
were
break.
right. I think you were right on that previous play or whatever. But you got to think, I think with the referees right now, I think he might have gotten a little bit tripped there, but you got to think with the referees, they're not going to call anything late here in the game, obviously. In such a close game here in Boston, they have to, it has to be the most obvious penalty here in the next,
Yeah.
8 minutes or so to call one
We've
here.
seen a
with
lot of
8:15 to
funky
go in the
stuff
third.
happen, though, between these two teams.
I mean, this rivalry's been lasting for a long time. Oh, they got lucky right there. That was a block shot. And it just carried him. If that hits, I believe, who is that in front of the net? One of the Canadians in front of the net. But if that hits another way, if it goes more to the right, that's a 3-3 tie right there. That would have been the tying goal. Just a weird deflection, and Montreal kind of got bailed there.
Yeah, it's been 50-50, though, a lot of this game with the Canadiens. It's almost like they're almost outspeeding them, you know what I mean?
It's Cole Caulfield
Also-
versus the Bruins.
Yeah, that's what it's been. But I mean, we're forgetting about the party. He's been doing a nice job finishing, but there's been a lot of their young stars all over the place.
Hmm. For sure. And a scoring update, if we're still on 3-1
We are.
Detroit halfway to the third period in Winnipeg. So, yeah, I think Lucas Raymond just got the goal. They're challenging for a high stick, or I think at one point it was considered, but it was a good goal. And the Red Wings are surprisingly good this season, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, Bruins right away. Bruins Rangers in a few nights. Let's maybe not give up 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least he scored two.
We don't even have. We
Well,
don't have. What?
this is a perfect time to promote MHS Saturday morning matchup between the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings on the 31st. And then the next day, it'd be Chesty on the main channel for the first time for the Stadium Series
Yeah, we're gonna
on
say that, and
February
I'm not gonna
1st.
get on it. Let's be real.
Mm.
It's happened
We're
a
gonna have a
lot,
pregame and
hasn't it?
everything. We're gonna have a
Really?
pregame and everything. Yes, we're gonna. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to just set up everything because hopefully it works out. But we'll see. Plans always change. But hopefully
Yep.
we can get you on the on the main
Like
channel.
me, a lot of
But
time. Like hopefully I don't sleep through it. That
but for the
happened.
31st, it is confirmed.
My return was supposed to be the San Jose Sharks for the NHL versus Tampa Bay Lightning. We saw how well that went.
Yeah.
May or may not
Yeah, I
have
heard
come back. It was four to
that
one
game
anyway.
wasn't the best. Yep. This one's a much tighter contest.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cole Caulfield. Wouldn't you think Bill Guerin seeing Robertson score in the last minute
Yeah.
of the
As
St.
coming
Louis
into the zone of
Dallas
the
game
Bruins.
yesterday?
The spin there from
Thinking,
Pasternak taken away. Now at 2-on-3. Look for the odd man rush for a second, and Demidov snapped his stick right there. As that one goes around to the corner. Back in the neutral zone, Matheson throws it in deep with 7 on the clock.
my guy stick slash right there. Yeah, Demidov.
Maybe Pasternak now, maybe trying to get a 2-on-1. A little bit later, a hard angle shot saved by Montembeau right with his left hip.
Nice save there.
Definitely was just able to get into that, I believe, RVH. Remember when
You
we
got to
used to
think
have the...
Pasternak has to. Oh, sorry, but really, I think right there it's just trying to send an example or a message here to this
Yeah,
team. They got to get pucks towards the net because they've been stuck at 15 shots for a solid couple minutes here, and they have to start throwing pucks on Mondo to get them tested.
it's been a low shooting game, though, really, this whole game. I think we can both agree.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, you got 6:50 left to go. You really have to push the tempo here if you're Boston to tie this game up and try to get
Yeah,
a point out of this because every point is crucial, and they're in a wild card spot,
especially
I
in the
believe.
East. Hell, there's a
Yes,
lot of
the
teams
East
that
is
could get
tough.
in back into the mix. Even the New York Rangers, they can get back in the mix if they string together a few wins, you know?
Okay, well, we can hold
You
on
know what?
to
Let's go on a 10-game
uh,
winning streak. It can't be that hard, right?
with that range
They
is
just
called.
nuked
I
that
don't
one
know.
down the ice. Oh, McAvoy almost put it in his own net! Took a funky, weird hop, and that could have been dangerous. Back the other way now. Score! On the backhand! It is 3-all! It's Minton!
What a crazy turn of events that just happened in Boston. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Wow. And TD Garden explodes after that. Mitten with the
yes.
goal, and it's such a huge one there. Wow.
Yeah, that was a
Trying to see the
beautiful
replay here.
backhander. I'm about to say, hopefully they get in the right hit net, and they definitely did there, didn't they? That was also a nice play. What was that, around Hudson or Carey? That was Carrier. He went around.
Uh-huh. Wow. He's coned. He coned the defenseman, I believe, right there. Or Carey, he coned him. Nice backhand move, switching from the
Yeah,
forehand to the
penalty!
backhand.
A penalty on the Canadiens, and now the Bruins will get a power play. How the tides can change here as we're going to head to a
wow.
commercial break.
That's
Terrible time to head
unbelievable.
to commercial break, in my opinion, you know?
Wow. All the momentum to Boston and the media timeout. Wow. But it has to happen. You have to keep the ice surfaces clean here if you're Boston. And
Yeah.
a huge power play upcoming here.
Now that may have that, of course, Minton, one of those younger players, only 21, looking for that extension, of course, and RFA. Most likely
Hmm.
see some sort of midterm extension, you know, like something like 4 years by, let's say, 5 or 6. You know, sounds realistic.
Hmm. Yes. It sounds, yeah, it does sound realistic. Um, but yeah, that is just a wicked backhand shot that we just saw from Fraser Minton. And wow, this game's leveled at 3, and now a Boston power play that, I mean, this Boston power play, how much have they had any chances
Yeah.
tonight? I haven't checked this game, but
Who? The
maybe like
Boston
one
Power
or two
Play?
chances.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
I'm
they're
checking
1
the
for
stats
2.
right now. They're
1 for
they're 2 for
3.
3 in the game.
Oh, 2
They're
for
2 for
3.
3 in the game. Both teams are 2 for 3. So a huge opportunity for the Bruins. And if the Boston Bruins do convert on this power play, it could be so huge in the standings coming in April because regulation wins here are so crucial. If you get, I mean, for example, that Red Wings team that lost to Washington a couple years ago when Tortorella had the empty net, they didn't have enough regulation wins to make the playoffs that year. So
Yeah.
regulation wins are huge here if you're Boston,
Hey,
and for
Buffalo's
both
going to make it into the
teams here in the
playoffs for the
East.
first time, right?
Don't jinx them. Right now it is 8-5 Blue Jackets over the Tampa Bay Lightning.
That's a high score. Right off the draw,
8-5.
yeah, he just kind of, that could have been easily avoidable penalty from Carrier.
Hmm. Very stupid penalty there by Carey late in the game, and this might cost
Yeah.
him.
Rangers are
Let's see
looking for a
this
Brock
Boston
Nelson
power
like
play.
trade return, by the way. 2
Mm-hmm.
picks and a player.
Because they're retooling, not
Both first
rebuilding.
rounds.
Apparently, to Chris
550.
Drury.
Yeah. Yeah, but two
Let's see.
first and a prospect they're looking for is off the draw. At the line, tees one up and out of play. The crowd looked like they were about to explode right there.
I mean, this TD Garden.
Oh, did it
just thought it tied
go
it,
in?
and then they get up.
It did! They lost track of the puck, but they found it in on the first tee-up rip. And it's 4-3, I believe. The players are celebrating. This is funky. Geeky goes to the bench and celebrates. But there was no official ruling.
I think this hits the back bar and it gets stuck and wedged into the netting of the net.
Oh, it's
I think that's
in!
what
It's
happened.
in! It's in! It got stuck behind, but you know that cube in the back of the net? It got stuck behind
Yes,
that and
yes.
inside the white lacing at the bottom of the net. Behind the camera.
Wow. That's why they didn't
Talk
spot
about
it.
talk about how it changed so quickly.
A strange shot right there.
Wow.
Wow. And the Bruins scored too quickly, and they have a 4-3 lead. And the hat trick for
Yeah.
Cole Caulfield might have just come nothing in this game, unless
Yeah.
Montreal ties it, because they still got
Yeah.
around 5:50
Geeky.
remaining here in the third period.
It is a goal! Officially ruling that. That was weird, to say the least. That's one of the funkiest goals I think I've ever seen in this season.
But it also shows how fast that shot was. And
It was a
I mean,
it
obviously,
wasn't
those are.
really. It was a 93 mile an hour start to cut you off. It was 93.4.
Yeah, but I think the change of directions maybe, and then also going into that white part of the net where it's very confusing to see where the puck is in real time. Obviously, the referees are going to make a mistake here, but the players knew right away, and they have a 4-3 lead due to that.
Yeah. So they'll reset the clock to 5:53. That was 3 seconds into the power play. Was that 2 goals in like 6-7
Wow.
seconds?
Oh, great. Well, you're pulling the Aaron jokes now.
I
Buffalo
just
won 5
realized,
nothing over
oh, out in
the
front
Islanders.
again! A save by Monabo, hooks it around, and that could have been 3 straight. Oh my goodness! At the back
Montreal
wall,
needs to focus back defensively.
they just fell apart almost right there. A towel almost landed on the ice. It went off the glass in the stands. I just noticed that the near side and at the corner, they're still battling for it. And it finally gets free. Cole Caulfield, the golden man this game in an odd man rush. Sends out across to Hudson. Throws that back up to the left circle. Suzuki. And Matheson is also there. Middlestat joins into the fray. Hudson takes it out. Matheson now in the neutral zone. Whips it in deep. From the right wing, gets it across to Lindholm. Banks it off the near wing wall, and now here come the Bruins. That's thrown in deep. Matheson with a puck behind his own net, 4:25. Talk about how this game just flipped on its head.
Wow. I mean, dumb penalty by Carey. He should have never taken that after the Bruins tied it.
That was an
now they have a
easily
4-3 lead.
avoidable penalty also.
Yes. Very avoidable. Very not good play there mentally by Carrier. And now the Montreal Canadiens are going to have to focus up now offensively. What I was saying earlier with the Bruins now applies to the Canadiens. They need to push here. And could we potentially see a fourth Cole Caulfield goal here to tie this game up?
You know,
Just to show Bill
Manage
Guerin.
had a 5-goal game.
Mm-hmm.
Could be something like that. Who
here in
knows?
Boston.
Oh my God! I almost took a weird bound to him right in front of Montembeau's skate. Here come the Canadiens through center. Evans drops it back to his trailer across to Matheson. Playing with the line, throws it at net, deflected on net, save as the stick just went flying into the net. Swayman able to cover it with sub 4. Remember Caulfield, Mr. Clutch Man? We've seen him do it before.
This season he has been electric, and I wouldn't be shocked if he does it again here in Boston.
Comeback wins their first, the Canadiens, but multi-goal leads blown their 25th. That's just rough, isn't it?
And the Atlantic standings right now. So Tampa loses, and Detroit is 4-1. But Brink just put an empty net goal right now. So this 4-1 wings over the
as
Jets.
Zoe almost lost a
and
puck
the Red
right
Wings are
there.
top of the
Thrown at
Atlantic.
net, and nobody knew where it was for a second. Zaki able to get it now. Does a little bit of a spin and out of the zone. Hudson with it. Lane Hudson through center. At the near side, throws it in deep. At the near corner, Zaka. Kept in at the line by Hudson. Gives it off to Texier. Fanned on it, but goes to the stick of Dobson. At the logo. Travels back into his own end from his own blue line. Plays it ahead. Texier, that puck was launched cross corner. Up in the air, taken away by the Bruins. You have to think about pulling the goalie soon now, 3-12, and isn't.
For sure. They have to.
And keep in mind how important this is. The Sabres blew right in front of the Montreal Canadiens, but if they win this game, they would have more wins than the Sabres, which means that they would jump them. So you see how tight it is in the Atlantic, really in the whole Eastern Conference?
Mm-hmm. Now Detroit's going to have a little bit
jousting.
of point gap here because they're going to win their game.
Yeah. Jousting for it.
And the Lightning
Having it
lose
here.
theirs.
Demidov, Matheson from the line. Throws it at net and saved and out of play by Swayman. Hopefully it didn't pop behind him. Do you think you still have timeout with still have time before a timeout with 2:36?
Yeah, you do. Maybe one more face off, maybe, or
I
you
feel
have
sub
time
like
for another
2 minutes, or if you get a power play.
Yes. Yes. That's why they don't want to take the
They're
timeout
going
here.
to
They
use
could
their
draw a call
timeout now.
here late. Oh, wow. That's shocking. I think Montreal's just been just
I
rattled
feel like that
here
timeout should have been
after
right
the
after that Boston goal, in my opinion. If they would have
yes.
used it then.
And now they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do. What's the plan? They got to get to the net. They have to hold in the zone, and they have to just put the pressure on the Bruins so to try to even this game. And if not, at least it shows they put an effort into it. But they need to just drive that net and throw everything they got towards it to try to tie this game at 4.
Yeah. 2:36.
I
I
mean,
mean, so
wow.
Montembeau, they're
This is
pulling the
just
goalie
shocking.
now.
Oh wow.
I'm surprised. Yeah,
This
it'll
is
be
a
a
little too
Montreal
early, in
empty
my
net.
opinion. Only
2:36.
down by 1.
Yeah, but they win the draw. Big tie-up win. Hudson plays it across to the right point. Texier in deep. Back, rather, it's Demidov. Oh, putting a nice spin move on Geeky. Not able to lose him. Now getting harassed at the corner. And up to the line. Throws it across Suzuki. Plays that back up to the line. Hudson. Suzuki now the near wall. Gets it out in front. Caulfield to drive. And stopped. Tried to glove that down as Hudson. And now he has it with 2:05. Throws it in deep. Whips it around to the far corner. McAvoy leads it ahead. Now he'll find an open man. Slavkovsky backhand and into the corner. Caulfield now with it. Has 3 goals today. Deneau. Caulfield there. Suzuki still jousting for it. Suzuki plays it around to Caulfield. Back up to the point. Going down the ice is Pasternak, and it's going to go wide. No icing there as Demidov gets to it. Rolled the deflection. Spin move by Slavkovsky, and back the other way we go. 1:25, and now the near side in danger. This is the puck. Zaka there. Goes in deep, and this is Zadorov. Plays it around for the Bruins, and down the ice it goes. And icing called with 1:10.
All the pressure by the Canadians and a good chance here by Caulfield right in front. And big save by Swayman to just seal that post, come up big right there at the side of the net, and come up with the save there because they're just holding on for dear life now with 70 seconds left to go.
Yeah.
And this is what I really thought. I thought they were going to take a timeout here if they were going to get another faceoff in the offensive zone.
Yeah, this would have been
This
the
should have been
perfect
around
time.
the time. That's what I was thinking they were going to do.
Well, you can't go into the pass at this point. As plays it across and a save. Out of the near corner. Trying to whip that one down. It's blocked. Back up to the line. Matheson to drive in net. Goes out to the far corner. As Gallagher out to Dobson. From the line. Pinball stays in the Boston zone. Matheson there. Trying to take it out. They do. Jamming forward out of the far side. At the Bruins bench. 38 seconds to go. Throws it down the ice and wide. Icing called with 33.
Icing. What a job there by the Bruins to keep it along the wall. They could have a solid 15 seconds right in front of the Boston bench. And they were able to just kill off the remaining. They killed off around 20 seconds, I think. Now I get another face-off in the offensive zone with 35.1
They added 2 seconds on the
to go.
clock. That could be crucial.
That can be very
35.1
crucial.
instead of 33.6.
We'll see.
As this is Suzuki up to the point. Hudson now holding on to it. 27 seconds. Suzuki down in the corner. Throws it out in front. Slavkovsky there. And now the right circle. Held on to. Throws it down low. Suzuki. Caulfield now. The golden man to Suzuki. Holds on to it. Plays out with a cross. Suzuki now. Down low. Caulfield to drive it off the side of the net. 9 seconds to go. Zadorov there in the corner. Frey still ensuing. Down the ice. The Bruins win. A big comeback late in the third period. And 4-3 is the final.
Wow. I think they had missed a high stick call on on one of the Bruins on Slavkovsky, but a real golden opportunity by Coffin at the end. And I think this goes off the shoulder of Swayman here on this one-time
Yeah.
bid.
Oh,
They
that
just
hit
did
him
too
in the
much passing
head.
here.
That was a high stick right there, I
Ooh,
believe. Let's see. Was that?
right here.
He kind of sold
Or
it a
that
bit.
may
I
have
think
been,
that was more elbow.
yeah, yep. But either way, the Bruins with a spectacular win at home, comeback again, and the Bruins great win there, and they get 2 huge points in the standings.
Yeah, that'll do it on MHS2 MHS2's Max alongside. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow for the NFC Championship. Won't we? I'm forcing you.